Let me show you why the new GDB500 is probably the best G-Shock at the moment, and why you should get it over the GBD200 and 300. This is the slimmest watch that the G-Shock has ever released, and you can really tell it. When wearing it, it's extremely comfortable actually. And it's easily one of the most comfortable G-Shocks out there. It's actually much comfortable than the older GDB200, and the strap is actually way better, and it's not that stiff actually, and it's pretty much perfect. Next, I think it actually looks incredibly stylish as well, and it's one of the better looking G-Shocks for sure. Also, it's super lightweight, yet still it feels very durable. The next actually great thing about this watch is that it doesn't have this MIP display. You must be thinking I'm out of my mind completely, and how can that be a good thing? Well, let me explain. There is one thing that no one really tells you online about those MIP displays on the GBD200 and 300 and other watches. The display visibility on them is of course much better, however there is huge trade-off. They are incredibly slow, and all the system is incredibly slow on those watches, and really no one tells you this, and they're actually nightmare to use if you actually press the buttons around a lot and actually use your watch a lot. This watch is extremely fast. As you can see, everything happens instantly. On those other watches, there is 1 second delay basically between the button presses, and so it will move at this pace maximum basically. If you try to press faster, nothing really will happen. So they're extremely slow, clunky, and they're absolute garbage to use. This is actually very swift and very fluid actually. Of course the MIP displays are much more visible indoors, however it's not like they are actually better than the regular positive displays. The positive displays are still better on the G-Shock watches and the Casio watches basically. By the way, this is probably one of the better negative displays, the regular negative displays on G-Shocks. On other G-Shock models, these negative displays are actually even worse, I have seen. When you are outdoors, there's pretty much zero problem with the screen of this watch, and it's actually pretty darn good, as you can see. And really it's not even much worse than an MIP display. Actually it looks pretty much the same in good light or outdoors. Of course maybe MIP is still few percent better, even in direct sunlight it's still pretty good, as you can see, and it's very contrasty as well, so zero problems really. The next great thing is that this watch actually does have a very decent step count tracker. Actually it's even better than some Garmin watches or Fitbits. It's more accurate from my testing. It's probably on par with Apple watches. They still undercount a bit, maybe this overcounts a bit, but still they're probably equal. And really only maybe Samsung or Huawei will be a bit more accurate. However, this is one of the best really. And the battery life on this is 2 years, so you don't really have to recharge like those watches that you have to recharge pretty much every day. And it does have this app basically where you can see your step count basically for the previous days. So it took me a while to actually find this thing, but yeah, in the Casio app basically, if you go here and click on the My page, you can basically see at the bottom here all your stats basically. It even shows your calories burned. I'm not sure how accurate is that, but it will show you the steps, which is actually pretty accurate on this watch. The next great thing is that this watch actually does have a very decent timer compared to the GBD200 and 300. Those watches, when you check the specs, they say they have a timer, but the timer is not a simple timer, it's some kind of interval timer, and it's complete nightmare to use. This one is extremely fast and easy to set and also to use. On those other G-Shock watches, they're completely unusable and they don't have this simple normal timer. And another positive thing compared to other G-Shocks is that this watch does not have any bloat wear on it. Some other G-Shocks such as GBD200 has this notification system and also some kind of exercise tracking, however they're completely unusable, they do not work at all and they're completely terrible. Casio can't really make a smartwatch at all, they're absolutely terrible at that. This does not have any of those junk features that do not work anyway, so very actually good system on this. And the final great thing about this watch is actually one of the cheapest G-Shocks that offers the step count tracking, and it's actually of very good quality. So those other GBD200 and 300 are obviously more expensive than this one, and yeah, you can't really beat that. By the way, if you're looking to pick this watch up, then in the description I do have a link where you can get it for probably the cheapest price there is. So yeah, if this was helpful, make sure to subscribe because I have plenty more coming. See you!